I tried to apply for a Walmart account, but I didn't like it. Truth be told, it was a pain in the ass. And today I'm gonna talk about all that I had to go through in order to just get a Walmart account. Now, keep in mind, yes, now I get to reap the benefits, which is selling on Walmart and drop shipping from Walmart. So I'm gonna talk about all that and how it's done and why you should consider it despite the fact it being a pain in the butt. I'm gonna talk about all that and a whole lot more and totally decipher the world of Walmart for you all in this video. So I look forward to jumping in there and I hope you do too. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first, let's first talk about how this actually works because I actually got a bunch of questions regarding that and how exactly does Amazon dropshipping work? Well, what I'm about to talk to you about is something that is Walmart dropshipping, so it's the other way around. So let me kind of show you an example. Let's just say, for example, that you are a shopper on Walmart, which, by the way, is blowing up right now. And I think one of the core reasons why that's happening is if you think about the demographics of Walmart and who actually physically shops there, it's gonna be a bunch of boomers. And the boomers trust Walmart a heck of a lot more than they trust Amazon. And it shows in all the news stories out there talking about Walmart grocery blowing up. So you got a bunch of boomers on here and they're looking for products. They're looking for food so that they don't have to leave their house. So I'll give you this example. Let's say, for example, that they are looking for this pasta Lindsay 2-pack 100% chickpea pasta. And they go on here and they go to buy. So there's a couple different options when you go to buy here. You can get this particular single one, and most of these are actually coming from Walmart because it doesn't say anything, but you'll get some more rare cases where it says ships from third-party vendor. So it's not shipping from Walmart, it's shipping from an actual third-party vendor, which is people like me or you when you apply to Walmart and you sell in there. So there's basically two different ways. There's like fulfilled by Walmart, same as fulfilled by Amazon, and then there's the drop shipping version, which is it'll be third-party sellers that are actually selling this product. So like these, for example, are going to obviously ship straight from Walmart. They are listed as great value, but let's look at double Q pink salmon. But double Q pink salmon is available next day, which tells me that ships from Walmart because a third-party vendor could not get it there. But once you break into things like industrial shelves and stuff like that, the chances are that they ship from a third-party vendor, which will be somebody like you or me. And here's the big thing, right? Let's say there's a product, it's on Amazon, but it's not on Walmart. And you'll see here that they have sold and shipped by Walmart. However, there's instances where it's a third-party vendor. So what's actually happening is it's going something like this. I'm a seller and I find a product that's available on Amazon, but it's not on Walmart. What I can do now is list that product on Walmart and then fulfill by Amazon. So basically all I'd be doing is I could actually list, I don't know if it's allowed, but Amazon Basics on Walmart. So if I go over here and look up Amazon Basics, there's a chance people have, here they are. Here's Amazon Basics products. This is a DSLR and laptop backpack. And if we actually jump into this particular product is sold and shipped by Avenue A Stores LLC, and it's $118.88. Whereas if we actually look up this product, so let's look up Amazon Basics backpack. That same backpack is probably significantly less. Now, the picture sucks, so I can't really decipher. Here it is. It's just like a plain black backpack with the tag. That particular product is probably significantly less on Amazon. I'm guessing it's somewhere in the possibly like $30 range maximum. And now they're selling it on Walmart for $118.88. Question is it selling? Maybe, maybe not. But chances are that there are several products, and I know for a fact there are hundreds and thousands of products that are actually selling like this on Walmart. And the reason I know that is I do have some friends that are doing upwards of $400,000 in a single month doing this. So it's a very real business model. Let's talk about how you actually get accepted, as well as where to apply. And then a little later on, we're going to talk about the goods, the bads, and the uglies. And I'm not talking about those uglies, you dirty bastards. I'm talking about the uglies of signing up for Walmart. So when you click apply, here's what basically happens. They tell you to reserve 10 to 15 minutes for the application. And here's what is needed. So you absolutely need a business for this. You can't do it with your social. It has to be with a business number, a business tax ID. You need an actual W-9 or W-8. And so in that case, that is kind of like your EIN letter from the Department of Treasury. You also need a business address. Notice it says their business address, and you need a planned integration method for your product catalog. They'll give you a list of solution providers so you can pick from that list and just pretend like you're going to use them. In the meantime, the goal is to get accepted. That's first and foremost. And you'll also need to tell them a bunch of different stuff about your business. And then they do ask for a lot of other little weird things. So let me talk about what happened to me personally, and then you can make your own assumptions. And then I've also talked to dozens and dozens of people, so I think I've got the formula down. The very first time I applied to Walmart, I received this conditional approval from Walmart. Now keep in mind, this is for a brand that sells well over $2 million on Amazon, absolutely crushes. I've seen my products on Walmart and they're doing really bad because they're buying it from me on Amazon and drop shipping. So they're using this method. This does extremely well. I'm ranked on the top page for almost everything you can imagine and just crushing it all on autopilot. So what has happened is they've conditionally approved me, and then they basically asked me to log back in. So I'm approved. I think I'm approved. I'm like, all right, sweet. Now, then all of a sudden, about exactly 1 minute later, I get this message that says, upon further review of your application, we've determined that your company is not a fit. I'm like, that's very suspicious. So next email after that, I decide to actually mail them myself and say, hey, what's going on? I don't understand why you didn't accept me. Can you please give me some more information, blah, 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 because they don't really tell you why they don't accept you. However, I will say this. At the very same time, maybe like 10 minutes thereafter, I applied for a second Walmart account. This time I applied for it with my agency account. And as of this day, I am approved to sell on Walmart. So let's talk about this and what I think happened and why by first looking at page 1 of the company registration and applying for the whole thing. And I will go through each of these, and I'm not going to go forward with this because I already got declined once and I got approved once, so I'm pretty happy. But I will tell you what happens in the future and why I think that one got approved and one did not, and hopefully this helps you. So first and foremost, I think big time thing as to why one account got approved and one didn't is one of them came directly from an actual business email address. So one was gmail.com versus the other one was nameabusiness@nameabusiness.com or sales@nameabusiness.com. So make sure you use a business email address. Second thing that I think happened is that the company website on the first one was an actual e-commerce site. And for some reason, I don't think Walmart likes that. I don't think that they like the fact that you could potentially end up competing with them. And I don't think they like the fact when you actually list a Walmart URL here. So be sure to enter some kind of agency website, get one created on Fiverr. And so just looking through here, here's somebody that will do a one-page digital agency website in 12 hours and just do something extremely plain that says you deal with e-commerce companies. And that's basically it. And this is where you enter that information, right? Now, for a while, I thought that maybe because one had a DUNS number and the other didn't, that could have been a factor. But after having talked with dozens and dozens of other people that did get approved and didn't get approved, that really wasn't one of the factors. Most of them that didn't get approved did not have a DUNS. So DUNS didn't really matter. Now, a couple other things. I have seen some other videos where somebody that sold cell phones would put something really crazy out there and it made them call him. And then after that happened, well, then what happens in that case is if you can get them on the phone, you are almost guaranteed approval. But I put my real categories and I put the actual information from the real actual source. And that's where I think I sort of got bitten a little bit. One of the things that most people told me is they did not enter an Amazon URL. So at some point in this, they will ask you for your Amazon URL of your store. And that is a completely optional part. But I think that putting it affects you more than not putting it. So I wouldn't put it, I would leave it blank. And if anything, if they had additional questions, I would force them to call me. Now, the other factor that I think played a huge deal is sales amount. So my sales are roughly about 1.8, 1.9 a year. So I put 1 million to 2 instead of 2 million plus. And on the agency one, I put 2 million, which was stretching it and adding a couple other stores. So I was just trying to do it for this one brand, which is 2 mil a year or just under 2 mil a year. And I think the fact that it wasn't over 2 because I put my other stores that are all the drop shipping as over 2 got approved. I think that had something to do with it. Now, going back to the store URL, I did talk to a bunch of my dropshipper friends that did mention that they use their Amazon store URL from their dropshipping stores, and that was perfectly allowable. And keep in mind, they have thousands and thousands of actual listings, whereas for my brand, I only had 4 to 5 listings. And so overall, the biggest takeaways from this are that Walmart doesn't really know what the hell they're doing in terms of recruiting sellers, because they just basically passed on one of my brands, which makes just under $2 million. And they would have captured a whole load of sales by just allowing them on to the Walmart platform. However, they approved my drop shipping accounts, which are basically drop shipping off of Amazon. And hey, maybe it's strategical, that maybe they want to take that Amazon gear and sell it over on Walmart, but I don't think it is. And at the end of the day, I'm just flat out confused by exactly what they're doing. Now, do not be frustrated if you get declined the first time, because from what I'm hearing, people that have tried multiple times are getting accepted, and really you could pretty much make this stuff up or get brand new businesses. I've got so many businesses that I could just try different scenarios and eventually get one account. And as I said, it pays off in the long run, because I really think Walmart is going to be picking up the amount of sales, and they're going to take a pretty decent amount of Amazon's market share in the future. So if you haven't tried, I highly suggest you go on over there and take a try, and then let me know in the comments what actually happens. I'm really interested to see how you guys do, and how we can help each other jump on Walmart and take advantage of all these absolutely awesome sales. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, put them below. I always personally answer them, and I'll see you in the next video.